Good evening and welcome once again to the Whiskey Cowboy Live. Tonight's date is February 28th, 2024. It is a Wednesday. That's right. Whiskey Wednesday. Welcome to the show. I canceled Friday's show because I was sick. Not Friday. Sunday's show. So here we go. Going to be a long night. Sunday's show was canceled because I was sick. I've been sick for a couple weeks now, but towards the end of last week, it started getting pretty bad. The stomach bug. Something's going around. And come Sunday, I couldn't do it. Then the next night, I spent the next night praying to the porcelain god. So, yeah. And the night after that, what was Tuesday night? I didn't get sick. Or was it Sunday night? No, Sunday night. The night I decided to cancel the show. Hey, Laura, welcome to the show. So the night I decided to go to bed early, I was up shortly after midnight praying to the porcelain god. I spent the morning not in good shape. Didn't get sleep that night. So then Monday I didn't puke all night, but I woke up with a migraine and a backache. It felt like somebody was jabbing an ice pick through my right hip bone, but from the back. That was about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I had to get up. Last night wasn't, so that'd be Tuesday. Tuesday wasn't too bad. Didn't get good sleep, but not totally painful. And now it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. So here we are. I said I'm going to do the show anyways. I am definitely not up to par. But I couldn't not do the show for you folks. So we'll wait for the folks to join on in. And again, Laura says, glad to see you. Thank you very much. Glad to see me too. Glad to see me too. Just kidding. Yeah, my Facebook account's been hammered again. I got notified the other day. Hey, I get this pop-up. It came up on all my systems. Hey, you've got restrictions added to your site. I'm like, what? I already have restrictions added to my site. What the hell? I didn't do anything. So go to check what it is. Yeah, it was from 8 months ago when I posted the meme that the Facebook AI said that it violated their community standards on promotion of dangerous and something or other. I can't think. Hey, Gus. Thanks for showing up. So yeah, and what it was is it was mocking them. It was not promoting them. So I appealed it back 8 months ago, and they said, and AI took it up again. And said, no, we reviewed it. No, it violates. So okay, what are you going to do? Well, I can't schedule things. I couldn't do live streams. I guess I can still do live streams now. That's back. But I can't schedule anything. I can't plan anything. I can't, do announcements. And, hey, they're restricting my reach of my content. So it's like, well, Jesus, you've now restricted it twice for the same thing. You're going to double restrict it. I said that I was finally up to 10,000 reach per month. No, I'm back down to 8. I'm down to 8,000. I've got over 7,000 followers. I put out anywhere between 5 and 10 bits of content every day. And yet I only get in a month 8,000 people that see it. Yeah. Like I posted, I'm such a delicacy that, that Facebook doesn't want to share me with the general public. And here we are. I saw Mr. Gus today. I saw Mr. Gus. The hell, exalted one. I know that's not the word. I always get the word mixed up. They've got a couple of them. What Gus means, Augustus, and I always get the wrong one. There's a funnier one. I saw him today. Didn't see Sally. Sally was in sleep until I showed up, I guess. Woke the dog up. Dropped off some eggs. Dropped off some more eggs. Picked up some pork. Dropped off eggs. Laura says, "How are those eggs, Gus?" She typed that up before I even got finished saying what it was. Somebody probably saw what I posted up. I dropped off two dozens of eggs today. One for Sally and Gus and one for my sister-in-law and her family. So, good eggs out there. Bok, bok, nom, nom. They're good eggs. Hard shells. Really hard shells, which is good. That's good. I don't know if Gus cracks them or Sally cracks them, but whoever cracks them eggs is probably the same thing, because the missus usually cracks them here, but, sometimes I do my own. It's like, hey, this is a pretty damn hard shell. But that's good. They're a little bit smaller than a large in a store, but the yolks are the same size. The only thing, a little bit less whites. The yolk's the same size. So it's like, yeah, that's good. Gus says they are yummy. Nice and dark yolk. Oh, yeah. They're kind of a orangish red. Pretty dark. Good rich yolks. Oh, we feed the girls good. And they get their regular food, which is fine. They get their treats, and then every night before they go to bed, we go in and we have a little container, and it's got the soldier fly larvae. So we give them a good bit of soldier fly larvae every night inside the coop. So we open up the coop door, and we go on the run, open up the coop door, spread the soldier fly larvae in there, and they just love it, and they go on in there. It's getting to the point now, if it's anywhere close to dark, you go inside the run, they all run into the coop. It's like, no, it's not time for bed yet. It's not time for bed. Goofy gals. Open up the door in the run, and they squat right down right in front of the door. It's like, I do need to get in. I've said this before. Squatting for chickens is a sign of submission. So that's a good thing. So they squat down, they get their pets, I pet them, and then I go inside and I pull the door behind me and go into the coop. We also, in the daytime, we do our runs. What we do is we go into the I call it the racetrack. We go into the chicken run, and then near the back of the run is where the actual coop is. But there's room all the way around it, so they don't get trapped. So I can run all the way. So what I do is I go and I come on, and I go all the way around, usually 3 or 4 times around the coop itself. And they follow me, and that's good. 3 or 4 is enough. They've had enough. So it's funny gals. It was over 50 today. I think it was 58. 58. It's like, holy crap. I think it's going to be colder tomorrow. It's rain today. It had to go out driving. It was crappy rain. It was kind of misty rain. That's horrible to drive in. No, give me rain or no rain, not this misty crap. Enough where it's just not enough to even clear your windshield. Like, just give me some rain. I think it's going to cool off a little bit. See, we got some more folks in here. Go ahead and say hi. Say, hey. Man, I feel like shit. They go, John, you look like shit too. Well, there we go. I look like I feel. I look like I feel. Speaking of that, I went to Google Gemini, the one that was, you tell them, show me pictures of Vikings and stuff like that. Somebody had asked me today, why don't you go to Google Gemini and ask to show you a picture of the Whiskey Cowboy? So I did. Oh, hey, let's go there. So I went to Google Gemini and I wrote, show me a picture of the Whiskey Cowboy. And Gus says, almost daylight savings time. Can't wait. Laurel says, we had 70s last night. Wicked, let's see here. Wicked winds. Yeah, we get a lot of winds today. Thunderstorm lost power for 3 hours. Today it was in the mid to high 30s. Well, that's quite the swing. Gus had sent me a message the other day, and he was hoping that the weather wasn't going to screw me too bad because, I'm a walking barometer. And actually, with all the other shit that's been happening, I'm doing pretty good. I'm fine. But let's get back to Google Gemini, their AI. So I typed in, I said, show me a picture of the Whiskey Cowboy. Should be pretty straightforward. Show me a picture of the Whiskey Cowboy. And it just sat there and it churned a bit. And pow. Comes back with, the phrase, the Whiskey Cowboy, can refer to a few things. A specific brand of whiskey such as Jarrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon or Cowboy Blended Whiskey. A type of character often seen in movies or TV shows who is a cowboy who enjoys drinking whiskey. Or a bar or restaurant, such as the Whiskey Cowboy Saloon in Lincoln, Nebraska. That's usually it comes right up with me if you do a search for the Whiskey Cowboy. The Whiskey Cowboy Saloon comes up. That ain't me. That's a saloon. It's not my saloon. I don't own it yet. And it continued, I cannot show you a picture of a specific person if they are not a public figure. But I can show you a picture of a bottle of Garrison Brothers Cowboy Bourbon. They can't show me a picture of the Whiskey Cowboy unless they're a public figure. Now I know I ain't the biggest fish in the pond. I'm a public figure. Go to my Facebook page. What is it? Public figure. Go to my website. Public figure. Again, I'm not the biggest fish in the pond, but I am a public figure. And I said, well, that's kind of weird that they don't think you don't exist. Actually, I do. I'm like, okay, Google Gemini. They're supposed to be using their own stuff, right? Google. Go to Google. Type in the Whiskey Cowboy and see what the hell comes up. I'm number 1 and number 2 with pictures of myself. I'm number 1 and number 2 on their own search engine. Why? Because there's only one Whiskey Cowboy in the entire world. And I tell people that all the time. I used to give out business cards all the time, but then it's like, okay, if they want one, fine. But look, everybody's online. Just Google or Yahoo or Bing or whatever, the Whiskey Cowboy. I am it. I'm the only one. Gus says you're a figment of our imaginations. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, number 1 and number 2 is me. Number 3 and number 4 are the Whiskey Cowboy Saloon. Then 5 is me and 6 is me. It's like, no, but so Google's saying that they can't show me a picture. I was actually thinking they would have created me in blackface because that's what they've been doing. Show me a picture of a Viking and half of them are black, or other than white. So I figured, hey, they're going to generate a Whiskey Cowboy in blackface. And they didn't. They just acted like I don't even exist. See, it's not that they don't even like white people. They just vanish people. Just vanished me. Oh my goodness. Tonight's coffee, hazelnut cream from New England brand coffee. Nom nom. Delicious. Folks probably noticed I've been putting up shorts and the clips of the show. Some of you were in there. Some of you were in there. Gus was in one. Donna was in two. She talks in one briefly, and she laughs in today's. I think she laughs in today's. So you never know. You never know. You'll become famous. I make you famous. Okay, what movie? What movie? I'll make you famous. Everybody's out there. They're Googling it. They're going to Google, I'll make you famous. Come on. Go, John, you're a movie line encyclopedia. It's unfair. And if you don't know, just say, I don't know. Just go ahead and say something. My goodness. Make you famous. Okay, too late. Laurel says not a clue. Young Guns. He's talking about, remember the deputy. You're going to go, oh, shit, that's right. The deputy is, he has Billy the Kid, and he's arrested. He's got the irons on and everything. And the deputy is, gonna, I'll make you famous. And he does. He shoots him with some dimes or some crap, like dimes and pennies in the shotgun. I'll make you famous. Not my favorite line, though. My favorite line is, do you see the size of them chickens? They're like, yeah, of course that's your favorite line, John. It's when they were all tripping on peyote. We're in the goddamn spirit world. They're going through the town, still stoned out of their head. Yeah. Did you see the size of that chicken? Chavez. He didn't say that, but I like that name. So he's a Mexican Indian. Oh man, I wrote up today, and I've said this all the time. People, you couldn't make movies like that. You couldn't make TV shows like that. Yes, you could, and they'd be eaten up. The stats are out there now. The classic movies and TV series. That's anything from about 20 years on back. So you're talking about NCIS, that sort of generation on back, to include all the way to the black and whites. You're talking about the 50s and 60s. They are getting higher view rates than the modern series are. People love them. So it's like, yeah. If they didn't, they wouldn't watch them through the whole series. They'd watch a couple shows and stop. I know, because I do that. But no, people love that shit. It's like, we couldn't do that today. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Do it. And the folks that do it, they're going to clean house. They're already starting it with some side ventures. And they're making money hand over fist. So yeah, don't dare say that Beyonce is not country music. And you're a racist. It's like, yeah, really? What gets me too is radio station X refuses to play Beyonce's Texas Hold'em, and they get inundated with hate from people that don't even fucking listen to that country music station. It's like, dude, if you're not from that area, shut up. Not only do you not listen to country music, you don't listen to that station. So, but everybody's going to scream to high heaven. Right. Because, if you point out that this, that, and this other quote-unquote country artist isn't really... Look, you ask the missus. We get on Sirius XM. And we got the country stations, right? So we got some more modern ones, and we got the classics and stuff like that. If we're listening to Y2K, which is everything from the last 20 years, and they play shit that isn't country, I switch the damn station. That's not country. And that's the first thing. It's like, that's not country. Click. Classic country. Same way as if I'm listening to country music on the radio. Just standard FM. You get that country pop crap that isn't country, and it comes on. The first thing out of my mouth is, that's not country. Bzz, gone. And it has absolutely nothing to do with the race of the artist. It has to do with the music. Has to do with the music. Oh, people didn't care about Darius Rucker. Yeah, they didn't care about Darius Rucker. But even I said, he's not really a country artist. He's doing country music now, sort of, but he's not a country artist. And I just left that at that. Most people don't care unless it's shoved down their throats. Beyonce, 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 Beyonce in Texas Horum song. Texas Horum. It sounds like a damn spoof of country music. It sounds like a joke. Okay, let's get the most twangiest, crappiest country music sort of sound that we can do. Throw this in here. Throw some sort of yeehaw country music in there. Don't even. Hey, you can say bitch. You can say whatever you want like that, and we'll just throw it up there because it's, and put on a damn cowboy hat and freaking lingerie. Look like if you turn 2 degrees to the right or left, there's got to be a freaking pole there. It's not country. It has nothing to do with her ethnicity. It has to do with the music. Oh, but you're racist. You're freaking racist. How dare you not say that Beyonce doing what she claims is a country song is a country song? Oh, she's making history. She's got #1 in the country listings. Yeah, in the country listings of Billboard. Not in any country charts. Not on any country station. Just in the Billboard charts. Oh, but it's history. History. Herstory. And how dare you? How dare you? I don't even care if you like the song. It ain't country. There's some non-country songs that I like. And I go, they ain't country. I listen to a lot of stuff. I'm a classic country and a classic rock kind of guy. That's what I do. 60s and 70s. That's my genre. I don't care. It could be rock. Some hair band stuff. Not a lot. Not a lot. Some hair band. Not copious amounts. I don't consider them classic rock anyways. Led Zeppelin, Foreigner, Styx, Boston, Chicago. Classic stuff. Gus says, did you just say dill-do? Dill-do. I don't know. No, I didn't say dill-do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. No, diddle-do. Diddly-die-diddly-do. Yeah. They're like, oh, shit. Yeah, John is tired and I'm sick and tired. But no, it's like, come on, stop it. And this will all blow away. The only reason why she got the spot on the charts is the same reason that Ben Shapiro did. Ben Shapiro got #1 in rap. Why? Because the fanfare. But here's the God's honest truth. He actually did pretty good. He sounded like rap. He sounded like a mini Eminem. As in the white rapper, not the candy-coated chocolates. Oh. But see, he knew it was a joke. He's like, yeah. Yes, we did it because we were trolling the industry. And he trolled him good. Beyonce and her fans, they ain't trolling. They think that shit's really country music. It's not. Oh, but John's a racist because he doesn't really. Okay. Because John hasn't said shit about 500 million other people. No. That has nothing to do with her ethnicity. She could have been, I don't know, Miley Cyrus doing the same song. And I'd still say it ain't country, because it ain't. She could be, whoever. Dolly Parton gave a public statement about it, and she loves Beyonce and wishes her all the luck. Of course she did. Everybody that knows Dolly knows Dolly is nice to everybody. An endorsement from Dolly Parton doesn't mean shit. Why? Because she's nice to everybody. She is a very warm-hearted, generous person. Nice to a fault. It could have been, it could have been the biggest pile of shit to come down. Yes, it was. And she still said that congratulations. So everybody's like, and then everybody's like, but if Dolly Parton can do a rock album, she didn't claim to be a rocker. She didn't claim to be a rocker. In the same way as when they want to induct Dolly Parton into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which I believe they still did, she said, no, thank you. Why? I'm not a rock and roll singer. However, her influence, her songs, has crossed many genres and was pivotal in the rock genre. Hey, Wayne. Welcome to the show. Wayne says country equals Hank Williams Jr., Patsy Cline, Dolly Parton, Garth Brooks. Yeah, and see, Garth Brooks sort of, but see, he was starting to really go into the country rock area, but he's cutting the edge. But yeah, Hank Williams Jr., Tanya Tucker, yeah. Pop country. Oh, yeah, that's where we go. Yeah, Tanya Tucker's. Well, Tanya Tucker was kind of, I call her like trailer park country. Garth is definitely country rock, country pop. Wayne says, Beyonce doing country, isn't that cultural? Yeah, well, see, everybody goes, well, gee, didn't you know that that black folks invented country music? Yeah, see, because they've invented everything. Because they can point to a time when black people did this type of music. Yeah, everybody did that type of music back then. Yeah, Wayne says Garth, Hank Williams Jr. See, no, I don't think that Hank Williams Jr. is a pop country. I think he's country rock. Pop was more like what who's that blonde chick that everybody, and I can't believe I forget her name. Everybody's making through. Wow, she's dating the childish football player. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift started out in country. And I said back then, nah, she ain't really country. She's pop. And then she went to pop, and yeah. And you get some that kind of switch around. Willie Nelson's been all over the place. He hasn't gone pop. He's gone kind of country rock, and he's old country. But, yeah. It's where was I going with this? Wayne, I'm sick. Sick and tired. I'm sick and tired. John's sick and tired tonight. I was going someplace. You derailed me. Damn it. You derailed me. But yeah, she's not. I've been putting all over the place. Gus says she sold her soul. Sal, she sold her soul. Sally said, "Who sold her soul?" Who? Taylor Swift? She's like the picture of Dorian Gray. God, I'd like to see that gal without makeup on, because you know damn well she got like, I've seen people mud a room with less than that. Taylor Swift, yeah, there we go. Her demographic's the same as it was when she was 17, because so were her songs. It just blows my mind. Yeah, racist. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. I'm racist. Somebody will clip this and say, see, the Whiskey Cowboy said he was racist. And I'll go, hey, no, there's no such thing as the Whiskey Cowboy. Because Google Gemini says so. There's no such thing as a whiskey cowboy. I have no idea who this whiskey cowboy that you're speaking of is. There's no such thing. But if there was, he's probably racist. He's racist. That's what he is. Like, stop it. Freaking Charlie Pride is rolling over in his grave. Well, what the hell is this shit? Who let this 304 in the door? Oh, yeah, because it was, no, they're taking back country. Look, how about this? Let's be honest about this. They've taken over entertainment. They're dominant force in entertainment, dominant force in sports, dominant sports in politics now, dominant force in activism. I mean, do you want it all? Everybody keeps screaming about white supremacy. No. What about this black supremacy shit? Everybody bending over backwards and taking it. Because they did everything. Didn't you know that? Because there might have been a pharaoh in Egypt that had sub-Saharan African features, that suddenly the Egyptians are black. They're black. Didn't you know that? No. That's like saying, well, since Cleopatra was a Macedonian, the Egyptians must have been Greek. It's like, no, they weren't. Because you have somebody that happens to be outside the norm for the area does not then make it the norm. Egypt, however, has, because of the Nile and the breadbasket of that area of the world, saw trade and saw exchange from peoples all over the place. They didn't normally mix. Some did, but they didn't normally mix. That wasn't unique to that area. See that in other parts of the world. I guess the Native Americans are getting kind of pissed off. I saw a Native American Pride something or other on Facebook, and they're like, our forefathers were not from Africa. And they showed, pictures of their forefathers. And yeah, they ain't black. Stop it. You weren't sub-Saharan Africans. And that's what you mean by black. We're not everywhere on this planet. You didn't invent everything. Now there is some wonderful African history out there. How's about telling it? Instead of trying to cultural appropriation, stop freaking trying to appropriate everybody else's shit. And nobody calls them out. Well, people call them out on it. The platforms don't. You post up some bullshit. You post up some bullshit white supremacy crap. Some honest to God white supremacy crap. And see how long it stays up on any social media platform. Yet they've got page after page after page after page after page after page after freaking page of this propaganda, black supremacy bullshit. Gus says they came from Russia across the land bridge. Oh, you mean the Africans, right? Yeah, Native Americans. You look at the native peoples of northeastern Russia, and you go, oh shit. It's also why I like the Mongols look a lot like it's there because Native Americans are of Asian descent. They're not of African descent. But hey, you racist. But yeah, you try putting up that white supremacy bullshit and see how long it lasts. Yet they can just do it. guy posted on my post, but not to me, about how I had posted up that if anybody has a problem with a white person or something that white person does, it's okay. You can point it out. It's fine. That's perfectly okay. But if you're white and you have a problem with something a black person does, even though if their actions were exactly the same as somebody that was white that did the exact same thing and you'd still have a problem with it, if you point out that you have a problem with it, you're a racist. That shit's got to stop. So, and I had warned, there's going to be pushback, and there's plenty of black people. Daniel Steele and Thomas Sowell and a couple of other ones have been open about this and said, you better stop this shit. Because there's going to be a point where the majority of the people who are white aren't going to take this shit anymore. And I think we're getting close to that. I said, we're going to have race relations that are worse than in the 1930s if they keep this shit up. And that's on them. So this black guy comes in, posts on a female followers post. Well, you started this, so now you're just going to have to deal with it. It's like, what? What exactly did we start? What exactly did we start? We're the only people that have actually fought to end slavery in the world. We're the only people that bend over backwards and give minorities, to include black. And here's blacks, hey, you're not the only freaking minority out there. Stop it. And some minorities do better. Do freaking better than whites. Stop it. And we're the only ones that do this. Try this shit over in Africa. Go ahead. You think that we're so freaking racist over here and we don't give you enough? Shit. Go to Africa. Set up a GoFundMe. I guarantee any black person that has a problem with the United States, set up a GoFundMe. You will get more than what you need to fly over to whatever black country that you want to go to. Because see, this isn't really about racism. At least not from our end. This isn't really about mistreatment, at least not from our end. This isn't really about justice, at least from our end. This is about control and domination. And you're a minority. You're a barking minority. You don't have to be. You can be a contributing part. And there's a lot of you that are. But when you as a group pull this shit, and you've been doing it hard for over 20 years now. Back in the 80s and 90s, we'd about had this shit licked. It was done. Race relations? Shit. Nobody gave a shit about that. People were people. Come the new millennium. Oh, shit. Got to ratchet it up. Here we are. Whites are going to take the bullshit for only so long. And you know what? We outnumber you. By a lot. By a lot. You are the majority in the majority of cities in the United States. That's just in the cities. Yeah, it's a big country out there. And there's a lot more of us out there. Stop it. I got a black son-in-law. He wouldn't try that shit with me. You got three half-black grandbabies. Shit, they ain't babies anymore. Damn near teenagers. One of them is. Yeah, but John's racist. He's a racist one because he doesn't think Beyonce and her Texas whoredom is country music. It's like, boy, that's about is some intellectual and moral bankruptcy right there that you can claim that shit. Stop it. There's plenty of white folks I don't like. Oh my goodness. Okay, what else we got going on here? We got Alexander Smirnov. You know, the Russian informant for the FBI. You know, he had an agreement with the FBI that he was allowed to actually continue illegal activity in the United States while he was their informant, and they wouldn't fuck with him. He's been working with them for a long time, but they said he lied. He lied to them. So they indicted him. The Justice Department indicted him, and they arrested him. They arrested him in Nevada. And the Justice Department went and they said, no, he needs to be held without bail. And the judge is like, no, for this type of thing, just lying to the FBI, it's usually the least thing that you can do, not the most thing. So what we're going to do is here's some stipulations. He'll be released. He'll have an ankle monitored, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So what did they do? The Justice Department and the FBI goes to California, and they get a warrant for his arrest for the same freaking charges. He's already been charged, already been arrested. And he was off on bail and stipulation. They went to another state, had that state drop the same freaking charges. They sent agents in, and they picked him up at his lawyer's. They actually had a meeting at his lawyer's office in Nevada, and arrested him, expedited him to California, put him in front of a judge, and the judge locked him away. Said, no, we're going to keep him under lock and key until his trial. Well, what the hell? Even Democrat experts on criminal justice, they're shaking their head going, this shit doesn't happen. They're like, what the hell? They couldn't list a case. That's how rare it is that nobody could come up with a case where somebody has been arrested twice for the same charges, 2 different states, after they had already been processed and been granted bail without violating the terms of bail. Remember, Epstein didn't kill himself. So you watch. I guess they're trying to use the excuse, Russian disinformation because it's an election year. Right. We're going to try that play again. Look, Russia right now just needs to sit back. They don't need to do shit. There's so much stuff going on right now with this election. Russia doesn't need to waste a single second or a single resource trying to meddle in our elections because it's pretty much fucked as it is. Can you imagine that? Got arrested for the same charges twice. Gus says, good old Mitch is stepping down. Yeah, November. Yeah. Should go sooner. Donna says, thank God. You're welcome, Donna. No, it's like, oh, he didn't just do that. How could I miss that? I can't pass that one up. It's not sacrilege. God knows I'm joking. He has a sense of humor. He made the platypus. Laurel says not soon enough. Bingo. So what else we got going on here? Okay, already covered that. Don't need to cover that. It's on there. Yeah, we live in a society, I post up. We live in a society now where the majority of the people, they're not concerned about the actual issues that affect their daily lives and that affect them directly. But they're going to scream to bloody heaven and complain about things that doesn't affect them someplace else. Someplace else. Stop it. Gus says, I just say a lightning bolt headed your way. Yeah. Yeah, been there, done that. I ride the lightning. What does riding the lightning mean, though? Where's that from? From the electric chair. Ride the lightning. Bzz. uh, riding the lightning. Somebody, I posted up the meme. It has an amphibious picture, makes debut. And Sherry writes, what happened to editors, thesaurus, dictionaries? I'm appalled. I just posted up. I said, I think you meant applied. And I waved. Taser, taser, taser. Oh, that's riding the lightning too, but it's not quite the same as the electric chair. Taser, taser. I hate freaking tasers. I think that's the worst thing they ever came up with. Give officers too many damn tools. Stop it. Too many tools. Teach them how to control shit. It's the whole thing that officers can't fight. They need 50,000 of them. They can't subdue. They cannot subdue. You're going to get me talking about women in the police force, Wayne. Everybody's like, no. So I'm not going to go there. Not going to go there. I'm not doing it. You're not pulling me in, Wayne. Wayne's a retired MP. Not doing it. Not falling for your shenanigans. Not falling into that trap. Laura says, smart man. Look, yeah. It's Laura's like, stop it. Danger, danger, Mr. Cowboy. Danger, Will Robinson, yes. Get him worked up. I'm sick and tired. Oh, my goodness. Wayne says there isn't anything that can't be solved with the judicious use of voltage. Well, that's true. That's true. Good cattle prod. That's what you get, cattle prod. But it's like, oh, no, we need to stop. We get ourselves in trouble. There's inside shit with police officers that no, not going to go there with the state. I would have went there 20 years ago with you, Wayne. Not today, because there's too many jack wagons with a badge out there. Electric fences. Don't pee on the electric fence. Don't do it. As what would be said in these neck of the woods, it'd be a wicked pisser. Wicked pisser. Oh my goodness. Wicked pisser. Wicked. So wicked cakes, wicked pastries, wicked something. We passed it, Gus. I told you about that. It's on the way to the other place. We drove there. It's like, oh, John's not going to say. No, I'm not going to say. But you know what I'm talking about. It's just outside Sunapee. Laurel says, broke my wrist a couple years ago because of a damn bull and an electric fence. Yeah. Yeah, depending on some are a bit more zappy than others. The fence, not the bull, and the bulls too. But yeah. Okay, so what do we get? Yeah, so I think you meant applied. She's appalled. You meant applied. Oh, we'll see if she gets the humor. Wayne says, have you seen the video of the kids lined up against the wall and pepper sprayed? No, I haven't seen that one. I think everybody needs to be pepper sprayed at one time. Pepper spray, CS gas, all that shit. Do it. I don't recommend being tased. If you pass a physical beforehand, okay, but I don't advise it. But yeah, pepper spray and CS gas. Go ahead and do it. It's a good thing. Now, what else was I saying? What else was going on? We got I keep looking at those eggs. Oh, nice brown eggs. Yeah, either send me a link or I'll look up for it. If I just Googled like kids being pepper sprayed, is that what's going to come up? Put up a short today. It was about the panic buying. It's like, God, Jesus. Oh, we got an ammo shortage. No, you don't. There is less ammo, but we have no shortage of it. Stop buying it. If look, it's like a whole toilet paper. Did you know what? We never ran out of toilet paper here. Because every time I went to the store, normally I just buy it when I need it. But as it was, every time I went to the store, I just got one. Could be a 4-pack. Didn't matter. I just get one pack. And bring it home. That's it, just one. Not panic buying. I go, oh shit, I need 20 packs of toilet paper. No, just get one. Panic buying does not even help the person that's doing it. Because you didn't freaking need it. You stockpile shit that you weren't going to use. Oh, ammo, we got an ammo shortage, so let's go and buy up all the freaking ammo out there. Why? Just buy the normal amount that you normally had. Freaking LARPers out there. Oh, I wish they would. Like I said in that show. Yeah, you do? How about when all the cities were being burnt down? Remember that shit? Yeah, I wish they would. Where were all of these shit hit the fan, LARPers, preppers, end of the world people? Where were they? They're doing the same shit they were. They didn't go in. The only person that wasted any ammo during that thing was Kyle Rittenhouse. And he wasn't a freaking LARPer. So all you're doing is you're just freaking hoarding shit, keeping people who may need it, keeping them from getting it, but you didn't need it. It didn't help you. Just get your normal shit. Wayne says, one kid says, someone shit lava in my eyes. Yeah, pepper spray is nasty. Clear out your sinuses, though. God's honest truth, though, I'd rather have my sinuses cleared out with pepper spray than OC. I don't want either in my eyes because they're both nasty. God, that reminds me of shit. I puked twice recently, and I don't puke very often. Twice. I don't know, I puked once about the week before that. I told Gus about it. Looked like it was. If you've got delicate ears, here's your warning. I'm about to say something that might gross you out. Okay? Give you fair warning. I'm about to say something. If you've got delicate constitutions, the rest of you is probably going to find it funny as hell. Might gross you out. Pepper spray is OC spray. No, not all of them. Let's see. Pepper spray and OC spray. It's sometimes referred as pepper spray, whereas tear gas, also called CS gas, comes from man-made. Right. They're not the same thing. Pepper spray, sometimes referred to as OC spray, is a combination of natural chemicals. Right, that's where you get capsaicin. Whereas tear gas, also called CS gas, comes from man-made compounds. They do the same thing, but they're not the same thing. I was right, Wayne. They do the same thing, and they're often called the same thing, but they're not. One is natural and one is man-made. I think you might be thinking of mace. No, mace is different too. No, I'm just telling you right now. I just read what it was. The names are interchangeable. However, one is made from natural compounds, and one is made of man-made. Yeah, you go oleo, resin, capsaicin. Yes, but one is natural, and one is man-made. Let's see here. Yeah, what is mace? Mace is more along the lines of bear spray, right? I'm not familiar with bear spray. Oh, yeah. The CS is chlorobenzlididum. Here you go. Yeah. Here you go. This is how it's spelled. This is the there you go. That is the chemical name of actual OC, like the military uses, tear gas. Just get a can of bear spray. Yeah, is bear spray mace? Let me see here. It's more oh, that's pepper spray versus bear spray. Bear spray has contained up to 2% of the chemicals. Wayne says, when I was in the Army, I received the instructor's course at OCAT, the people who make it. Later on, they tried to tell me I had something sprayed off till they were certified. No one could teach the course. Yeah, I hate that. Oh, God, I hated that shit. I'm still trying to find out whether mace and bear spray are the same thing. Yeah, and bear spray is made out of oleocapsaicin. So it's pepper spray, but what's mace? What is mace? Let's just look up mace. What is mace made of? Traditional chemical mace is classified as an irritant, yeah, no shit, and is similar to tear gas. Pepper spray is classified as an inflammatory agent and will immediately incapacitate the assailant. Oh, okay, well, capsaicin will do that. We use 10% OC spray in the MPs. I prefer a nightstick. Get a riot baton. Oh. Mace is a solvent of 2-butanol butanol propylene glycol why do they have these too many? Here we go. I'll just do this. I just put it up here. Y'all can read. I'm not going to try to pronounce that shit. There we go. Gus says, all I know is a 600-pound animal run away. Yeah, as long another reason I don't mind bear spray in theory, but you better make sure the wind is right and you hit the target. Otherwise, you're just going to be flavoring yourself. It's like they're going to go, hey, this human he's spicy. It's a spicy meatball. And yes, there is a joke amongst guides and other such, and their thoughts on bear spray. It will just make you flavored food. Yipper skipper. So yeah, mace is an irritant where the other one is an inflammatory. They do similar things in different ways. Yeah, and I can tell you, be it mace or OC, traditional, man-made or natural. That shit's not fun. Oh, you got me off track again. Here we go. Here you go. Y'all were warned. When I also called CNN. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Right, it's right there. The original formulation consists of 1% and then CN, a solvent of 2. Right. Yeah. That's what I wrote, Wayne. I copied it and put it up there. I said I wasn't going to try to read all that shit. I mess up names in Florida, for crying out loud. Oh, back. Hey, stop it. Let me get this out. I got sick. It was a day I was playing guitar. And I was doing good. I was finding shit. It was singing. But I was drinking whiskey. And I tell you, don't have whiskey even touch. Get even close to the top of your windpipe. You will die, or you'll feel like you're dying. And it happened again. It's like, son of a bitch. So I get calmed down. But then my system said, nope, not having this. So I got sick. I did make it to the kitchen. And there's been this phlegm issue going on. And it was like I was puking up jellyfish. It's like, what the hell? That was a lot of damn phlegm. I just cleaned it again. Looked like a shit ton of jellyfish. So there you go. You were all warned. Then I was driven off track again, and I got back on track. Laurel says, yummy. Oh, it was nasty. But I tell you what, it was better than dry heaving. Oh my God, I hate dry heaving. Dry heaving gives you all of the downsides of puking without the benefit of actually anything coming out of your body. It's like, oh no. I'd rather, look, if you're dry heaving, drink a bunch of water or something, because you want to puke something. God, I hate dry heaving. So yeah, puking jellyfish, it wasn't painful. It was just really annoying. Really annoying. and you know what I was thinking of? SpongeBob. I'm puking jellyfish, and I'm thinking, this reminds me of SpongeBob. Laura says dry heaves hurt. They do. They say because it's all the worst part of heaving without heaving. It's like, Jesus, stop that. That's not nice. Like I've always said, you never know what we're going to talk about on the Whiskey Cowboy Live. Oh. But yeah. Not good. Oh, Facebook's also removed my what was it? The rising creator. They gave me a rising creator tag 5 days ago. It's like, oh, they gave me a badge. And then about 5 days after that, boom, they pop up. Hey, your account's restricted. Well, thanks a lot. And I noticed today they've taken their badge back. Oh my goodness. No more badge. John's got no more Facebook. Rising creator. I was, hey, it's on the rise. Oh. But they're screwing up. I think some of this might be back end issues because, again, I went about a week and I couldn't even use my laptop or my tower in the studio to post directly on Facebook. Yeah, we don't need no stinking badges. Yeah, I don't. Indian givers. Indian givers, interesting thing. It really has nothing to do with Indians. It had to do with the white man giving. I've said from day one, the whole idea of reservations was a bad idea. I think how we prosecuted the whole expansion of the country was mishandled. There is no other place on earth where they give the people that were dominated their own freaking nations within a nation and struck treaties with them. It's setting yourself up for disaster. And I've said this before, it is well past time we get rid of that shit. sunset all of those treaties, get rid of the reservations. Here you go. We give them money on the reservations every month. It's a deep welfare state. And yet they are the poorest, most drug and alcohol-ridden areas that you can find, minus the inner cities. And they're right next to thriving white communities. It ain't geography. It's about time we stop this shit. The people that leave the reservations and just, and this whole dual citizenship shit. No. You want special treatment, and you then want to be able to vote in the elections and have all the same rights as everybody else, but have your own nations within our... Nah, fuck that. Wayne says, and they do it to themselves. Exactly. They do it to themselves. And then they bitch about how repressed they are. There's still groups going around saying that, they're going to bring back the war. They're fighting the resistance. Resistance to what? You live on the best nation on earth. Nobody is forcing you to stay inside your shithole reservations and make the decisions that you make. The people that leave do just fine. I've known my share of full-blooded Native Americans out in the major population don't have a freaking problem. Because they're just like everybody else. Stop it. Self-imposed victim status. Wayne says, thing is, you can step off the reservation and make something right. And technically they could stay on the reservations and make something of themselves, and they don't. It's not even like they're taking advantage of, look, you've got a welfare state there. You've got money. You don't have to do anything. It's not like they're producing great art and stuff like it. We talked about that too. Most of the Indian stuff that you find in these Native American gift shops and stuff, it's a collaboration of all sorts of shit from all over the country. Anybody that thinks that Native Americans were a monolith is a retard. They weren't. The peoples of the Northeast were not like the peoples of Florida. We're not like the peoples of the Southwest. We're not like the people of the Northwest. We're not like the people in the Rockies. They weren't the same. There were similarities. Yeah, and there were similarities in Europe too, but they certainly weren't all the same. So to act as if all Native Americans share this common thread, no, they don't. No, they don't. They didn't even speak the same damn language. And they were committing atrocities amongst themselves long before the pale face showed up on these shores. Hell, I posted up a nice documentary, I think it was last year sometime, that goes over the Northeast. So it would have been Northeast United States and the eastern section of Canada as the Europeans arrived, and it went over the political issues of the tribes and the wars that were going on and the conflicts, and then how they were choosing sides. And it's like, dude, if you think that the white man was the problem, you know nothing about the people that were on this continent living in perfect harmony. No, they weren't. They were in a constant state of warfare. It was a rarity when there was peace between peoples. Yeah, and they had slavery too. Oh, but they did it differently. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Slave's a slave's a slave. That's like saying, I'm going to say it, that's saying that the house nigger and the field nigger are different, right? Slavery's not the same, right? No, I'm sorry, it's the same. And I don't want anybody posting up now or in the future that, oh my God, John said bad words. These words and phrases are words that blacks themselves use. So I'll be damned if I censor myself using a terminology that is a colloquial used by every damn ethnicity out there to include blacks. That shit needs to stop too. You don't own language. You want the word stopped, then stop using it. It's that simple. I don't throw the word around. I used it in context. in context. And if you can't use the word in context without somebody getting their panties all in a wad, well, then kiss my ass. Because it's taken out of context countless times in any amount. Go on YouTube right now and look at any of the reaction videos, or go to and just watch black channels, and you'll see them spouting that word ad nauseum. Not in context, as like an So, stop it. We got a lot of shit to deal with in this country, and that's one of the stuff we need to clear up. Seriously. Christian nationalism. Fuck that. Christian national. What the hell does that even mean? Christian nationalism. With the people that want the United States to be a Christian nation, it is. Still, it is. Even though there's less people going to church and there's other religions out there, the United States is still a Christian nation. We are not a theocracy, but we're still a Christian nation. All of our founding principles came from Christianity. Didn't come from Hinduism, Buddhism, Shintoism, Islam. No, Christianity. Christian nationalist. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. But it's a boogeyman term. See, because white supremacists stopped working because everybody was a white supremacist. Now it's Christian nationalism. And they still like to link it to Nazism. It's like, you guys are really dull. You know that Hitler wasn't a Christian, right? You know that the Nazis weren't Christian. There were Christians because Catholicism was a thing in Europe. But Hitler and his Nazis did their best they were pagans. They didn't like Christianity. They're pagans. But the left likes to link shit. Okay, so now it's Nazis and Christian nationalism. Then watch within a month or two, they're going to be dropping the nationalism. It's just going to be Christians. They did the same shit with MAGA. I'm not MAGA. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not freaking MAGA. But MAGA, Make America Great Again, was a Democratic slogan. Trump wasn't the first one to use it. I believe in making America great again. I still think that we have, even with our faults, we are the greatest nation on earth. But we got some major shit to clean up. But, yeah. They'd like, oh, if you're a Trump supporter, you're MAGA. If you're a Trump supporter and you're MAGA, you were either at January 6th, which was an insurrection, was not. And you're a threat to the nation, am not. Pretty much the same thing that happened on January 6th has happened multiple times at state levels since January 6th, and the left has no problem with it. And January 6th was a setup. And a bunch of ignorant people who were warned, do not go there, do not fall for this shit, did it anyways. Stop it. But that's how the left works. You create a boogeyman, and you go, oh, not everybody, just these over here. Not everybody, just these over here. And then that over here gets larger and larger and larger and larger and larger until it encompasses everybody that you want to demonize, which is everybody that's not within your social or political circle. So Christian nationalists. Oh, we got a problem with that. We do? I haven't seen this big rise in Christian nationalists where they're pounding on pulpits and saying that we're going to make the whole nation Christian nation and make it into a theocracy. I haven't seen that. What I have seen is there's plenty of black nationalist groups out there saying the same thing in reverse. Again, I'm tired of this white supremacy shit without calling out the black supremacy that's out there. Just be even. Don't talk to me about equality and then not hold everybody accountable equally. Same standards. That's equality. Same standards. Go, okay, well then how come black people are getting longer sentences for the same crimes? Those same black people already had a rap sheet 10 miles long. Then when they did this crime, they had a stricter sentence. Yes, because they already had 40 other damn convictions on their record. Stop it. How's about not committing the crimes? We've seen the same thing. Women get sentenced less than men do. Shouldn't, but they do. I'm all for equality. Let's get that shit sorted. You folks know me. I am all for chivalry. I'm all for double standards. I am all for treating women better. I'm all for allowing some groups maybe a little bit of preferential treatment. Yeah, I get it. But don't at the same time you're doing that claim that it's not freaking happening. And in fact, claiming the exact opposite is happening. That shit chaps my ass. I still don't treat women the same as men. I treat them better. If you're a woman and you get the smackdown from John, know that if you were a guy, it would have been 10 times sooner and probably harder. Because I'm still pretty old school. I just hate people lying about it, the dishonesty. We're all the same. We're treated the same. Okay, then do it. Then do it. I'm not the one that's being hypocritical. Just tell me the game we're supposed to play, and then let's just play it. Let's just play it. Seems pretty simple to me. Hypocritical. There we go. Hypocritical. I tell you, I'm tired. Hypocritical. I like hypocritical better. I'm going to have to the whiskey cowboy isms. Hypocritical. Hypocritical. Thank you, Wayne. I know I'm in the ballpark. That was a foul right there. Yeah, I'm going to have to take another swing at that one. Hypocritical. Thank you. Hypocritical. Oh, my goodness. Did I tell you I was sick? God. Yeah, the missus after dinner, she's like, how you doing? I'm like, I'm tired. She's like, I'm sorry. It's like, yeah, me too, but I'm doing the show. Laurel says, I was laughing too hard to type the correct word. Well, thank you. Hypocritical. Hypocritical. It's like, red flag. What the hell's red flag mean? What's your fucking point, Jeff? It's like, oh my God, John pulled that one out. Red flag, yellow flag. No, I don't get it. I still don't get it. I like hypocritical. It kind of is like a apocalypse and what do they call it? Yeah, when you're going against something that against God and Scripture. I'd say, God, I can't think. So tired. Blasphemous. There we go. And now that I'm thinking about it, sounded right in my head. And when you say the word, no, hypocritical has no correlations to blasphemous. They're not even close phonetically. So I have no idea. You are sick. Yeah, damn right. I'm sick and tired. John was on fire last night. He was just sick and tired. Yes, I am. Bocephus. Call me Bocephus. That's Hank Williams Jr. for those folks unaware of the country genre. Yeah. Vociferous. Donna says, seems that women that do the same crime as a man always get a shorter sentence than men. Yeah, usually. Yep. Wayne says, sick and tired of being sick and tired. Amen, brother. Amen. This has been going on, God, at least 2 weeks now. Don't know what it is. No, it's not. It's not the C word. It's not the Rovid. It's something else. There's two things that are going around. There's a sinus infection that's going around, and there's a stomach bug that's going around. And a lot of people end up, it switches from one to the other, and then there's a crossover. And I've had people from other parts of the country tell me they got the same thing. And the in-laws, they got the same thing. And most of us, we don't come in contact with other people. It's not like we're out partying or anything. Not the coof. It ain't the coof. Covfefe. The covfefe of the evening is hazelnut cream from New England brand. Wayne says, I guess I've been lucky. 4 going on 5 years and has still not gotten the coof. Yeah, I don't know if I have or haven't. I'm usually really healthy. So even if I get sick, it doesn't last long. And I didn't get anything at the beginning of the cold and flu season, so I was like, okay, that's fine. So I guess it just hit me here. Donna said, evidently the equal rights thing didn't apply. No, it doesn't. No, there was no... Look, when women get the 19th Amendment, but then they don't have to register for the draft, it's not equal rights. Again, I don't care if there's unequal rights. I don't want to be told day in and day out that there's equal rights and everybody's treated the same when we know that that is totally vociferous. Covfefe. It's and still unvaccinated. There you go. Same here. Not doing it. I don't recommend the flu shot either. You know, the only time I got the flu was when I was in the military and got the flu shot. That's the only time I got the flu. Stop getting the flu shot. Stop getting the flu. It's amazing how that works. And the flu shots are dangerous. Anyone that tells you otherwise is a complete moron. They all come with risk. You have to do a risk versus reward analysis. Is it going to be worth it for you? But to think that they're not dangerous is damn ignorant. My father got Guillain-Barré syndrome because of a flu shot. It is one of the most common side effects. It's not cool. It's like your body has a stroke. You lose muscle control, your face droops, your Donna says same here. Not getting them or that you got GBS. The nerves in his fingers and the bottoms of his feet were screwed for the rest of his life. It was like he was walking on needles. Yeah. Anyone who thinks that the standard flu shot is without risks is a moron. So I won't do it. I'd rather get the flu. People act as if the flu is something new and nobody has died of the flu. People have always died of the influenza. Always. Nothing new. We didn't run our lives in fear. Stop and think about it. Stop and think about when you were growing up. You always heard about the flu running through a family. Yeah, Johnny's got the flu. Passed it on. Yeah. Jimmy does too. The wife and the husband. Yeah, they just got the flu. So they're staying home and they're doing their thing. Yeah. Nothing new. Hey, Judy, welcome to the show. I'm sick and tired of you being late, Judy. She's like, whoa. No, you had to be here from the beginning. I'm sick and I'm tired. Wayne said I had to start the anthrax. He didn't say that. He said, I had to start the anthrax series like 4 times. I'd get 3 shots, and they'd stop it. Yeah. Oh, God, I hated those series. Because if you miss one of the shots, you got to just keep going. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Laurel says, hi, Judy. Donna says, hey, Judy. Hi there. Ho there. Yeah, I hate the jabs. I hate the jabs. Had to do it when I was in the military, and that's fine. It's not fine, but it's part of what I gave up. As a civilian, no, you can kiss my ass. Right. If you miss one shot, you had to start all over. Right. Yeah, that's why you had to start 4 times. 4 times. I think I've only got like 2 rounds. 2 rounds, not 4. Judy says, I'm sorry. I've been working late. No, that's okay. It just fit in because, again, I'm sick and I'm tired. You got to watch the show from the beginning. Boy, I was on fire. Running around the studio. On fire. No. Wayne got me all worked up. It's Wayne's fault. Wayne's world. Wayne said, since retiring, I haven't gotten the flu shot and haven't had the flu. Not one since 2008. Right. Well, I said the same thing. Yeah. Got out of the service, stopped taking the shots. And if I got the flu, it was so mild that I thought it was a cold or something like that. But now it's, Wayne says that's what he's here for. Well, thanks, Wayne. Thanks. Donna's going, damn it, that's my job. I'm supposed to get him all cranked up over there. Judy says, I'll go back and watch. Yeah. Watch tomorrow. It'll be up there. It'll be up there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't take no, don't get the jabs. The medical industry right now, doctors and the whole gambit. I would advise anybody, oh, no, you're not supposed to give medical advice. Don't give a shit. Oh, you're not supposed to give legal advice. Don't give a shit. Everybody does it. And putting a disclaimer, this should not constitute legal advice. This should not constitute financial advice. And then giving the advice you think that's not advice. Stop it. That's the same way with the alleged criminal. No, it's not freaking alleged. They did it. You see them doing it. They're not alleged. It's on video. Got 500 witnesses. They're not alleged shit. They did it. Now you just have to prosecute them. So I don't play the alleged game. That's why very seldom do you ever see me type out or say alleged. I say what it is. And if I'm going to give advice, I give advice. If it's legal advice, I don't care. Everybody gives legal, financial, health advice. So here is my health advice. It should not be constituted as yeah, it is. Stop it. Only use medical personnel and or anything else like that if you absolutely have to, as in to save your life, because then they still might get it wrong. There's over 800,000 people that either die or have serious, permanent damage done to them in the United States every year by medical malpractice and accidents. I think it's the second leading cause of death in the United States, something like that. So yeah, you go ahead. Look, when you go to the doctor and they're wearing a mask now, they're either sick or they're retarded. You might want to get a different doctor. If they're still advocating things that we know are actually harmful to you, you might want to look for a different doctor. I don't have this false worship of the medical personnel because they've been wrong too many damn times. Hey, why are you doing this? Same way when the missus had her heart attack. They want to put her on 3 different types of medication. And one of them screwed up her heart. Makes her blood pressure go through the roof. And she's trying not to have her blood pressure go through the roof while her heart is healing. It's like, why is this? Why is this? Why is this? Oh, it's just what we do. No, not freaking good enough. What does this medicine do? What's it for? Okay, it's not even there. Just like, oh, high cholesterol medicine. She doesn't have high cholesterol. Well, is which no. Why are you putting it on? Stop it. So anybody that doesn't do the research themselves, and then they get all pissed off. The medical folks get all pissed off. How dare you not just do what the frick we say? No, I'm sorry. No, because it doesn't make sense. You don't even know. Cardiologist going, you need to talk to your PCP. Talk to the PCP. I don't know. You need to talk to your cardiologist. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. Wayne says, every time I went to the VA, they tell me, you're getting the COVID vaccine, right? Nope. No. No, I'm not. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They're practicing medicine because they ain't got it right. Do the research. Do the research. Break it down. This is the medication for this. Get yourself off as much medication as you can. Donna says, by the way, how's the wifey doing? She's doing great. She's tired now. She's sick. She's sick and tired. We're both under the weather, but aside from that, she's doing great. She's doing great. No other issues. She'll see you asked, but I'll say thank you for her anyways. Wayne says, remember the female comedian that started her routine bragging about getting her third booster? Yeah, and then she literally just fell right over on stage. There you go. Yeah. How do you like them apples? Oh, you need a shot? You need a booster? Third booster? Fourth booster? Fifth booster? I don't know any other vaccine that you need. Oh, you polio? Yeah, you need 70 shots. Really? Is that how it works? At best, the shots are therapeutics. They broke so many laws and regulations during that whole thing. I've written all about it. It's up online. Wayne says, fractured her skull. She hit her head so hard. Yeah. I'd say it jarred something loose, but obviously shit was loose to begin with. Got rid of my ums. There was a few shows I had too many ums in there. I hate that. More tired I get, the more I have to slide them in. But I hate that shit. Talk about karma. Yeah. Yeah, so do not trust the medical. There's people that don't trust lawyers. Here's another thing. It's good to have a good lawyer. They're like mechanics. Lawyers and mechanics are similar. Usually, you get what you pay for, and finding a good one is crucial. Most lawyers, in my opinion, aren't worth their salt. I've never had a lawyer tell me something I didn't already know. John, you think you know everything. No, if I have a problem, I research the hell out of it. There's nothing that a lawyer can tell you that you can't research yourself. Nothing. It's not secret. It's not like the freaking Masons or something. There's secret passages and rights and information that only lawyers know. No, it's all available. We live in a wonderful time. Go and research it. Lawyers are good to help file forms. That's what they're really good for, filing forms and doing procedural work. When it comes to the law and stuff like that, I haven't found a single lawyer that told me something I didn't already know. And I've had plenty of lawyers argue with me about shit and then having to go back later and go, yeah, John, you were right. Yeah, no shit. Because I hate being wrong. I hate being wrong. And even if I think that I'm even close to being wrong, I'll look that shit up because I hate being wrong. And then if I'm wrong, I'll correct it. Just the way I am. But yeah. The whole thing, my house was foreclosed on. I'm told about that. It's like, gee, why don't they just roll everything over? No, they won't do that. It's like, look, I ain't paying this other shit. So spend a shit ton of money on lawyers to file shit. And in the end, what happened? The mortgage company rolled everything over and act as if it's a brand new loan. I said that from the freaking beginning. No, they can't do that. No, they won't do that. Donna says, and putting things off. What, lawyers? But no. They're a useful tool, but they're not gods. They don't know everything by default. I know more about law and stuff than I do. I know more about health and law, although I'm not a surgeon, but I know other stuff than any lawyer or doctor that I've known. You know who I don't? Mechanics. I'm not a mechanic. I can do old shit. Modern stuff, oh my God. Look, it's out of my, I do okay with computers. I'm okay with old school automotive stuff. That's okay. New stuff, no. I'm not a mechanic. Donna says, more money for them. Yeah. Wayne says, Shakespeare. Elaborate, Brother Wayne. What do you mean by Shakespeare? Is that an African thing? Shakespeare? Or maybe that's a Native American. That's a Native. You've got Flying Bird, Rock in Hand, and Shakespeare over there. Oh, look up my last remark. Talk about karma was the last thing that came up. Something must be missing. Yeah, talk about karma was the last thing that I see. Before that was fractured her skull when she hit her head. Before that is remember the female comedian. So, yeah. Something didn't get through. Can anyone else see Wayne's comment? And before that was the not getting the shot at the VA. It's cuss in it. If you used a word that YouTube doesn't like, it'll block it out. Gus has that happen sometimes. Because you have potty fingers. Oh, what was I talking about? He says, I think that might be it. Yeah, they might have blocked whatever it was that you said. I tend to be quite knowledgeable about Mr. Shakespeare himself too. The writer, not the Native American Shakespeare. I like that. That's Shakespeare. I'm going to have to come up with a meme for that. You know, like sitting bear and two sticks or two stones and Shakespeare. The first thing we need to do is end all. Yes. I've said, it's a self-propagating industry, which the medical industry has become that too. Medical and psychological, mental health. It's a propagating industry. They're not out to, and even Jordan Peterson has come out and admitted that. It's like, no, they're not actually out trying to help people. It's about the industry and feeding the industry. I don't trust any of them. They're a handy tool. Gus says, fuck Facebook, but he did it creatively. He was testing out. That came through Gus. Man, they just need to stop shadow banning me. Wayne says the medical industry isn't about curing anything, it's about treating symptoms. Right. And then treating symptoms that they cause, treating other symptoms. I said the K word. The K word? Oh, yeah, the K word. Yeah. They don't like that. They don't like that. He said kill. But yeah, there's not. No. Oh, you need this to do that, and you need this to do that. And it's like, no, you don't. Oh, you need a lawyer. Lawyers are good if you're in trouble, because even if you're a good lawyer, you're your worst client. Same way with medical stuff. You need an impartial person from the other side doing the work for you. Gus says, here comes the wind. Holy moly. Yeah, been getting gust earlier. My tarp has stayed on all winter. I changed some of my spikes that are holding down the tarp, because I have the tarp that goes up over the whole chicken run. Boy, that thing kept coming off. It's like, oh, damn. And we're heading into the wind season, and I'd have to be out there 2-3 times getting it down. I got some good steaks. And that did it. Laurel says, Unilive? Unilive? I don't get it. Donna says, I did too, but mostly not have gone through. Yeah. Wayne says, unless you're Fannie Willis, Nathan Wade, or Bradley. Oh, they're going to have their time. I guarantee that after all it's done, they're just going to, they're going to get unalive. Oh, there we go. Thank you. I thought she was going to Uvalde. It's just like, what the hell does Uvalde have to do anything? It's like, no, that's not Uvalde. Unalive. Yes, I can see that now. Unalive. Thank you, Laurel. You got to be patient with me tonight. Be gentle. Gentle. The noggin ain't processing like normal. My goodness. But yeah, I predict that they're going to get slaps on the wrist at most. It's not going to be meaningful. But that's what always happens. That's what always happens. Fuckers. Yipper skipper. I'm getting my clown pictures. I try to get when it's appropriate. One a day at least. Sometimes I get more than one. Put the red noses on them. It's a whiskey cowboy thing. Honk honk. I go honk honk, and somebody keeps putting a damn goose. Who is it? Is it? I don't know. Is it Laurel or is it Connie? Maybe Connie puts gooses up there. They seem to be doing better. Donna says nothing will come of it. Nothing meaningful. Yeah. Wayne says, I watched the proceedings today, and McAfee overruled the prosecutors. He overruled the prosecutors a bunch. Yeah, it's a joke. Laurel says no geese for me. It might be Connie. Puts up geese. Because it's a little GIF thing. It's like a goose, and it goes honk honk. It's like, no, it's a clown nose. It's a clown nose. A little clown horn. Honk honk honk. It's not a goose. It's a silly goose. But, yeah, I think that they're doing better. Connie and Elliot. They sold their too proper plane. Double engine. Twin. And they got a single. I thought they rolled that over. They got a single, and I got another instructor lined up and stuff, so something like that. So I guess they're starting to make some headway. It's rough when you're past, when you're 50s, 60s and on, and then something major hits like that. It's not like you can generally just jump back into the regular job market. Gus says square. It's 1, 2, 3, 6 squares. I have no idea what that means, Gus. I do not know. Do not know. But I thank you all for showing up tonight. Making it worth my while getting up. And I know some folks out there, they really enjoy the show, and it's something they look forward to, and that's fine. It's good. It's good. For those who may be peeking in or viewing later, if you would like to help support this show and all of my content, wherever it happens to be online, please feel more than free to utilize the links in the show description. Oh, they were geese? Yeah, they don't look like geese. Do they look like geese to anybody else? They come up as squares on my end. It's hip to be square. Huey Lewis? Speaking of that, you know how the mind works in circles. This has absolutely nothing to do with Huey Lewis. Last day of the month coming up, and then we're into March. And I was told by the luthier that is doing my custom dulcimer that because he had to push it off, he fell behind schedule. He said March instead of February. It's like, okay, good. Wayne says, you know me, I'm always watching your Facebook posts. Yeah, I know that you probably don't get many of them. I try to tell people, get by the page at least once a day. Hey, there's a bunch of clowns from Gus. Judy says, hard to tell, so teeny. Wayne says, leap year this year too. Yeah, it is. Donna says squares here too. Good, I'm glad I wasn't the only one that had squares. Ain't got the squares. Keeps getting warm like this. I'll be out of vest season. I got the fan on tonight. Could have taken the vest off. I've been wearing it all day, so had running around to do. Yep. Okay, what else we got going on? Well, we hit a lot of stuff earlier in the show. Of course, now I got my excuse. Google Gemini says I don't exist. It does not compute. Wayne said it was 70 here yesterday and 35 today. Yeah, we're going to get a drop off here, too. It was 58, something like that here. Judy says it was 90 yesterday, but it's 50 today. Judy, shut up. Yeah, Gus says, stop it, Judy. Oh, my goodness. Had a talk with the in-laws today, and I guess one of the nieces she's like, oh, her and her fella. They vacationed down in Louisiana. I think they went to Mardi Gras or some shit like that. And they had a great time. So they want to move to Louisiana. And I'm like, no, you don't. Louisiana is the armpit of the United States. It's got all the negatives of Florida without the positives of Florida. Stop it. And no. Been there, done that. Would not move back to Louisiana. Wayne says, have you seen Tim Pool talking about suing Google for Gemini's saying totally false things about... No, I didn't see that, but doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. Either way, it doesn't surprise me that Gemini would say false things or that Tim Pool would talk about suing. That does not surprise me. Laurel says, Wayne must be in my general area. Wayne says Cincy. Cincinnati. Ohio. Wayne says I was stationed Fort Polk, 89 to 91. Louisiana is the armpit of the world. Yes. I was also stationed there. No. It is literally the armpit of the world. You got fuck bug season. Boy, the front of my truck just got all pitted up. 2 to 3 shower a day to feel clean. You can take a shower. You can do PT. Get up, do PT. Go out and do it. Come back, take a shower. By the time you're there for first formation, which is an odd. First formation isn't first formation. It's actually second formation. PT formations would be first formation. But start of day. Man, you're just sweating again. It's like, man, I need to go back and take a shower. Laurel says 45 minutes south of Louisville. Bourbon capital of the world. Bardstown. Wayne says, Peason Ridge bites. Donna says, AI's a joke. Yes. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Fort Sill. That's what, it's back to Joint Readiness Training Center. It's pretty much what it was, and then they changed it into a standard military post. Now it's back to JRTC again. Yes, Peason Ridge training area at Fort Polk. I got that. I went to PLDC Polk. The old the World War II barracks. I'm thinking they did away with that. I was talking to my son. My son. I don't know about. They used to have PLDC, ANOC, BNOC. Those that serve understand they're leadership training schools. Wayne says he did PLDC when it was PNCOC. Yeah, they keep changing shit. Yeah, and I think it's different now. I'm trying to think. I don't think that he went to PLDC before he got his E5. I'm not sure. But everything changes. It's like I said, I was an FO, he was an FO. He was like 3 generations after me. The equipment that I started out with, he didn't even know what the hell it was. PNCOC became PLDC and PLDC became WLC, Warrior Leadership Course. Okay, yeah. That's newer. That's beyond. That's more recent than my time. Laura says they're doing heavy training with the guns and artillery at Fort Knox till the 4th. Can hear it here and feel it too. Yeah. Oh, field artillery is that's some shizzle. Oh yeah. Do a battalion fire for effect on a ridgeline somewhere and just you just blow your hair back. But, yeah. And they could do jungle training at Sill, or not Sill. I was thinking Sill earlier because that's a field artillery. Polk. But don't they do it in Alabama? Or is it Georgia? Where do they do jungle training? It's Alabama or Georgia. Laurel says also in the flight path for military. I always got a kick out of it back in the past, 10 to 20 years, and people go, "Oh, they're getting ready. The government's getting ready to take over the civilian population." They show military railroading. It's like They do it every year. Stop it. They're not moving those tanks and APCs around to do. They're doing it for training. They're moving it. Stop it. Laurel says both Alabama and Georgia are steamy enough to be jungle. Yeah. Well, parts of them, yeah. Some parts aren't so bad. You could do it in Florida too, but I'm trying to think, where do they do the jungle training? Is it Alabama or Georgia? No, it's not. It's not Fort Polk. Could be, but Wayne says when he was in Fort Hood back in 93, they had B-52 declare an emergency and dropped 84 500-pound bombs at once just outside Belton Lake. It was west of Fort Hood. And felt it. Yeah, you were west of Fort Hood and felt it. Yeah, yeah, those are some big boys too. Those are some big boys. Naval gunfire is big too. It was like shooting a damn Volkswagen inland. Yeah, naval gunfire, boy, that'll knock out some teeth. B-52s dropping loads. That's a good one. Yeah. It's always interesting. It's a lot of power, but I tell you, it's not as fun as when you direct in either the A-10s or some of the helicopters, because then you're doing, and then you just watch them do their thing. Gus says, well, I'm calling it a night. Good night, everyone. Thanks, John. Good show. Hey, thanks for showing up. You're just 5 minutes shy of the hour, but thank you for showing up there, Gus. Good seeing you today. Sorry we couldn't sit and talk longer. As it was, I was pretty wiped out and had a hard time leaving the in-laws because he just kept talking. It's like, okay, I got to drop off another dozen eggs and then still got to get to Sam's Club. AC-130s. Yeah. Laurel says, good night, guys. Good night, Gus. Wayne says, I saw AC-130s in Panama and Iraq. Yeah. You're talking about modified? You're talking about the ones that have the dragon, Puff the Magic Dragon, the ones that have the artillery in the damn plane. Is that the ones you're talking about? Because there's all sorts of different types. Bet you that's what you're talking now. Yeah, AC-130H. Is that Puff the Magic Dragon? No, that's not SC, AC. Yeah, I think that's the one you're talking about. Yes, the advanced AC-130 gunships with the cannons in them. Yeah. So, boy, hell. And they're really cool because what you can do is you loiter them up above, and they can just fly in lazy circles and just shoot the shit out of things. Like, holy shit, that's some good freedom seeds right there. Had two 20 millimeters, 2 miniguns, 40 millimeters, and a 105. Yeah. The 105 is an artillery piece. That's for the people that are unaware. Yeah, the 105 millimeter, that's artillery. The others are just really big freaking cannons. 20 millimeter, I'd say that's a big, it's designated a cannon, but it's like a big machine gun. 40 millimeter, yeah, that's a rapid fire. 20 millimeters make good anti-aircraft. 40 millimeters is good, also a good anti-tank and personnel weapon. And a 105, again, that's artillery. Shooting artillery out of a plane. Yeah, Puff the Magic Dragon. I think I started that in the Vietnam era. And works good today, too. The 40 millimeter have been used since World War II as anti-aircraft guns. Yeah, here we go. 40 millimeter. No one of them was. Yeah. And then you got brrrt, brrrt, brrrt. Now what the hell's that? Brrrt. If you were in the Army, you know what the hell that was. Brrrt, brrrt. What is that, Wayne? Brrrt. Wayne says AC-47 was Puff. AC-30. Oh, Spectre. My bad. You're right. Spectre gunship versus Puff. Puff was the pre-Spectre. Thank you. I stand corrected. What was that? What was that noise? A10. Wishing everyone a happy birthday. That's right. Oh. Everybody in the Army knows what the hell that sound means. Oh. Oh, if anybody have not seen, go on YouTube and just pull up A10 videos. It'll make you giggle. Oh man. Oh. The enemy and nothing. You got the Apaches that they don't like that, but the A10, to hear the A10 and then the A10 talking, kiss your ass goodbye. The current crop of AC-130s is called Ghost Rider. Oh, I did not know that. Ghost Rider. I do know Spectres. Spectre gunships. Slipped my mind. They're basically, they're what the Puff the Magic Dragon was. Was the AC-47, was that also a 130? Or was it a smaller? So it's a smaller frame. Yeah, it's smaller. Yeah, the spooky Puff the Magic Dragon. It's a smaller plane. Oh, wow, that's a good bit smaller than the AC 130. Same idea, though. Just smaller. Yeah, brrr, compilation. Yeah, just look it up. There's nothing more beautifully horrifying than an A10 do her job. Oh my goodness. And they keep trying to kill it. And it's like, no, just keep updating. I say, make new ones. It's like, stop this shit of trying to just revamp it and just make a new one. You got the plans, make a whole new batch of A10s, because they will never go out of style. They are perfectly designed for exactly what they do. And every time they try to kill it, it keeps coming back. Why? Because the military loves them, and they love them for a reason. Love them for a reason. So stop it. Leave them alone. I think they put, what, another 15 years of life back into them? I can't remember the next deadline. They extended it. They're like, oh, we're going to extend it again. Of course you are. Because there's nothing out there. There is nothing that does what the A-10 does as good as it does. Now, they've got some other good aircraft. They've got some new jets out there, and they do pretty good. But for that particular role, and that role only, oh, man. Judy says I'm going to have to check that out. Oh, they're awesome. Wayne said the last I heard, they're rewiring them to extend the life. Yeah, well, they have to. But it's a good airframe. It's old, but it does what it's supposed to do. Oh, man. Ingenious design. It's a titanium bathtub sitting above a gun with wings. That's the A-10. That is the A-10. 1974. Sounds about right. '77. It says March 77. I could have sworn it was earlier than that. Yeah, the gun takes up the first 23 foot, and it's off center. It's off center. It's got so much torque when it goes that it has to be. They had to put it off center, and And then, of course, their wheel is off center in the front too, because the gun's taking up the other part. I think the initial specs came out. Yeah, that sounds more right. They said it was. Oh, okay. Here's the reason why. It first flew in 72, and then it was fully introduced in 77. So 74 would have been the ballpark right there. Yeah. So you were right on the nose. Just not their official date, but yeah, it was first flew in 72. The gun itself is centered, but the barrel fires at the cockpit position to avoid torque. Right. Well, that's what I mean by. Yeah. Same difference. Same difference. Yeah. So it's slightly offset to the left side, so the barrel. Yeah, it says the gun is mounted laterally off center, slightly to the port side of the fuselage. Yeah, it's a badass gun. The rounds are longer than a can of Red Bull. Yes, they are. They are. And it spits them out. What's the firing rate? The GAU 8 Avenger gun. I think that's what it is. Said the barrel that fires at the 7 o'clock position when it's on center line. You're right. That's what it says. The gun is offset and the barrel will fire out at the 7 o'clock position when the barrels rotate. Let's see, what's the rate of fire? It's a 30 millimeter Gatling gun. What's the rate of fire? That sounds about right. He's saying he thinks it's about 37,000 or 3,700. GAU 8. Come on, tell me now. Tell me. Everything is coming up. Searches don't give you shit anymore. How much a round costs, blah, blah, blah. Okay, go to this page here. Let's see here. Rate of fire, 39. Close. You're pretty close on your stats tonight there, Wayne. 39. 100 rounds per minute. Depleted uranium. Cut through armor like a knife. Yeah. Yeah, that's again. If you're an enemy, that's you don't want to hear that screaming of the A-10. Oh, we love it. Oh man, you hear the A-10. It's like, oh, that's music, and then. Let's see here. See if I can pull up a. I'm going to pull up a video for Judy. Then she can take her time and just look at more of them. Let's see here. No, we don't need that. Come on now. This is just one just at random. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, just look up A10 Warthog or just A10 and a bunch of shit will come up. They got a lot better videos than that. But man, yeah, it's a thing of beauty. And that's about all that. That's about the burst. Some go a little bit longer, but that's generally about the burst. The higher pitch is the impacts, lower is the right. Yep. So yeah, go ahead and have fun. You're gonna go, ooh, that's a beauty. The A10 is a beauty. It's a beautiful thing. And they can take punishment. Like I said, it's got a titanium bathtub that the pilot sits in, so you can damn near just try to shoot artillery or shit from underneath it, and it doesn't. It only carries, he says, 1,375 rounds in a huge canister. Yeah. Yep. That's why it's short bursts. A lot of rounds go out. A lot of rounds. And those videos didn't even, the audio sucked for both the burp and the sound, because it's a high pitch. It sounds like if you've ever been around a commercial airport, the big jet engines, it's pretty much the same damn thing. They've got two of them mounted on the back of the plane, and so it's got that high pitch whine. It makes that sound. Beautiful. It's a beautiful plane. Bring up the first video, the Burt compilation. Let's see here. Go back here. Oh, the compilation. There we go. Here we go. Bring it up for you.
At Eversource, when a serious storm knocks out the power, we are there, working through the storm, working quickly and safely, fixing the problems of today.
Let's get this out of here. Oh, there we go. You hear him giggling like schoolgirls. Yeah. Oh, that was a long one. Somebody is having a bad day. Yeah, freaking awesome is an understatement. Those things are, again, you just giggle. Yeah, you sort of heard it at the end of that video.
A happy place comes in
The high pitch whine of the engines. Wayne says, "Bring back memories. Haven't seen this for real." Oh, indeed. Oh, indeed. And again, you just giggle. It's just, oh my God. Yeah, and they keep trying to kill the damn thing. It's an old airframe, but it's got all new avionics. It's got new stuff in it. But the platform is it's perfect for what it does. It can loiter for a long amount of time. It's great for the role that it does. Wayne says, "They say you can blow off half the tail, the engine." Yeah. They'll get you home. They will get you home. The pilot is protected, and it can fly with damn near half the damn aircraft gone. Which is why the pilots love them, and the ground troops love them, and everybody loves them, and they keep trying to kill it off. And they're like, "No, no, damn it, we need the A-10. We need the A-10." But there it goes, right like that. All right, we're now we're after quarter after. I was sick and I was tired, and I still had the show. Thank you all for coming in and spending the evening, part of the evening. Next show, as long as nothing happens, should be Sunday. I'll let folks know. Should be Sunday. And we'll see what else we got going on by that time. Wayne, good to have you on the show again. Thanks for stopping in. Judy, Donna, Laurel, whoever else, and Elle. Laurel says it was a great show. Good night. Good night, Laurel. Wayne says happy to be here. Good. Damn it. You're gonna have pleasant dreams now. Wayne, why are you smiling? Plow in the field. Plow in the field. Yes, indeed. Drew says good night. Says thank you. Good night, all. All right. I'll see you guys online. Be on Facebook putting out content. Warthog farts. That's right. You wake up with a smile on your Damn it. All right. I will see you online, and see you at the next show on Sunday. God bless. Take care.